This is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1, and in this Mobilethon, I am issuing a challenge to Timothy Charles Holmeseth, his handler, and those who are idiotic enough to follow Mr. Holmeseth's social media page. Now, Mr. Holmeseth seems to be hell-bent on getting me prosecuted for the murder of the two young ladies in Delphi, Ohio, perhaps Kaylee Marie Anthony, and possibly Haley Cummings, along with at least a dozen other cases where he is implied that I am involved in some way with the murder of children, trafficking of children, pedophilia regarding children, and any crimes related therein. He has accused me of being a spokesperson for a child trafficking ring, and for someone who he has accused for the last 11 years having something to do with the disappearance of Kaylee Marie Anthony and Haley Cummings. And yes, he has accused the woman of having something to do with the disappearance of Kaylee Marie Anthony. You just have to look for it. It's there. And there's a number of things that he has done or has claimed to have done. Now, Mr. Holmeseth recently went to Delphi, Indiana, where these two young ladies were murdered. The person of interest in the case is still not apprehended. And for some strange reason, Mr. Holmeseth is fixated on me. Now, I am a retired truck driver. I run a relatively small YouTube channel, the one on which this recording is being made. Right now, my subscriber base stands at around 990. It goes up, it goes down, but it seems to stay right about here. And I have at most about 100 to 150 people that view my various Mobilethons over the course of several days or weeks. So I am hardly a threat to Mr. Holmeseth and his conspiracy group over on BitChute, who claims to have over 25,000 subscribers. But yet, here we are. There are dozens upon dozens of videos made where he always manages to get me involved somehow. Puts up the same video that's been up for 11 years, makes the same accusations, calls me the same names. He has a section on his domain entitled Filthy Mert where he defames and lies about me and other people. You go over to that blog, you will see he's gone after a lot of people. Famous people and just ordinary people. He likes to accuse people of things. But when it comes to him answering accusations against him, he runs and he hides. He has a bench warrant out right now from the state of Minnesota because he was too much of a coward to appear in court. He claims he was kidnapped. He claims the vice president of the United States tried to kill him. Amazing. An unemployed individual living out of his car, living off money from other people, incapable of getting a job, claims to have been the subject of an assassination plot by the former vice president of the United States. Now, isn't that remarkable? So to Mr. Holmeseth and all these brain-dead individuals, I have a challenge for you. As I am doing this commentary, you will see a number of numbers and tip locations for you to contact and let these people know that you suspect me of having something to do with either the Delphi murders, the disappearance of Haley Cummings, perhaps something to do with Kaylee Anthony, perhaps something to do with Jan Benet Ramsey. Might as well throw her in for good measure. And any and all child abuse cases, missing cases, murdered cases, what have you. If there's a crime out there you think I am guilty of, call these people. Call the reporter who is the one who interviewed me in the famous video that Tim Holmeseth uses every single solitary time in his video. His name is Mike DeForest. He is a reporter for a mainstream CBS affiliate, WKMG, down here in Orlando, Florida. WKMG is a 15-minute drive from my house. And you guys can go ahead and call Mr. DeForest at the numbers I have put up and talk to him about this character that he reported on. And tell him that you suspect me of being involved in the Delphi murders. That you suspect me of somehow being involved with Caylee Anthony. You see, Tim Holmeseth wants to send Casey Anthony, the mother of Caylee Anthony, a book. So anybody out there that knows the number, contact information of Casey Anthony, let her know that there is a free book waiting for her by this so-called famous investigative reporter that he wants to send you. It will make for some interesting reading. So go ahead. Somebody call Casey Anthony. Matter of fact, you could probably call her grandparents over on Hope Spring Drive. That's HOPESPRING. If they haven't had their house foreclosed upon yet, they would be interested in book, perhaps. So Timmy could send them a copy. And he could send a copy of the book to WKMG-TV Orlando. He could send a copy of the book to the Orange County, Florida Sheriff's Department, which is also on John Young Parkway. You can certainly look that up on the internet. I mean, you people do know how to use Google, correct? You should be able to Google any law enforcement organization, any news outlet, and go for it. Let's make me famous. Report me for every single crime you can think of and see where it gets you. You know, that's my challenge. For you see, when Tim Holmeseth makes these claims, I follow up. And guess what I find? He lied. He has not called any of these people. Not one. He has claimed to have reported me to 25 different law enforcement agencies, starting with local law enforcement and going right on up to the FBI. And when I check through the Freedom of Information Act, nothing. Zilch. Nada. Tim Holmeseth hasn't called these people. The owner of his website hasn't called any of these people. Nobody has called anybody. I am not under investigation. I am not a person of interest. I'm not a suspect. I am nothing. I am a retired truck driver on Social Security. I have no job, thanks specifically to Timothy Charles Holmeseth and his handler. But they want to continue this harassment of me for all these crimes. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. My reputation is ruined. So I might as well just live with all this, and hell, I'll talk to any FBI agent. I'll talk to a Secret Service agent. I'll talk to the CIA, NSA. They say they reported me to the military. I'll talk to anybody in the military, whether it be anybody in the military. Bring them on. Let me know when they're coming. Let me know if they how they like their coffee. I'll even get some donuts if they like donuts or whatever they like. Let's make an occasion out of this. But Timmy, it is time for you to put up or shut up. Now, I know from the video that I saw tonight that you monitor every single solitary video that I put up there. So this challenge is out there. It's going to be a pinned tweet. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to remind people, whether or not you have contacted law enforcement Mike DeForest or any of your cronies out there have contacted any of these people. You know, you seem to think that you're this all-important investigative reporter. All right, let's do some reporting. Let's hear recordings of you talking to the Delphi Police Department. Let's hear recordings of you talking to Mike DeForest of WKMG TV, since he's the one responsible for this newscast. Let me have a recording of you talking to the Orange County, Florida Sheriff's Department, who has jurisdiction over me. They have a branch department 4 miles from my home. It's a 20-minute drive to the John Young Parkway headquarters for the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Hell, go big. Go to the Florida State Attorney's Office right here in Orlando, Orange County Courthouse. 30 minutes from my house. I'm down there a lot. So give them a call. Tell them that I am a person of interest in this case in Indiana. I challenge you. And I know full well you are not up to the challenge. You are a little sniveling coward running around in a car provided to you by a woman because you cannot and will not get a job. You're incapable of work. All you do is make money off of frauds, off of lies, off the reputation of other people, and you exploit children. That's who you are, Timmy. And I will be waiting and waiting and waiting. I've been waiting 11 years. Remember that. For you to put up or shut up. So that's the call, Timmy. That's the call to you, your handler, or your little cult friends that you got there that support every word, including that so-called legal blog writer that contacted me a dozen times. Bring it on. I dare you. That's the challenge. For everyone else out there, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and stay tuned to see if Timmy and his little cult gathering that he has there makes those police reports. Something tells me he won't, but you never know. Until then, this is William K. Murtaugh, Murtnut this one. Have a good one.